my battery progress. A waiting call sent to
Hello.
Oh dear, again, Bailey. You okay?
Sorry.
You not eat?
No, I feel mysteriously wet, and it isn't for you.
I don't think I needed to hear that information, there, Bailey. That was. I don't know if I like that line.
Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, hello.
Just aim for the toilet next time you're gonna piss. Stop pissing your pants.
All right. Hey, so look, right. I understand you guys just want Opal's shit back, right?
We would like Opal stuff back, yes.
If you guys just like, you know, unlock the properties for an hour, I can get all of that shit back for you. Like Thanos finger snap, I can get it all wrapped up in a pretty bow, put on fucking BCSO doorstep, MLPD doorstep, fucking Marshall doorstep. You tell me where you want it. You don't lock it down. You don't do that. Then obviously you guys got to chase tail, do all the paperwork, right? Wait for shit to get signed. Like we can exacerbate this situation massively, and I can get this all fucking wrapped up and done for you.
So what you're telling me, Bailey, is that it's in the properties that we are going to raid.
Yeah, but you don't know which one.
It is true. And we could keep going through the properties until we find them.
Yeah, but you could also, you know, then face armed resistors. You could be putting officers' lives in danger. I'm offering you a situation where no blood needs to be spoiled. Everything can be wrapped up and done pretty quickly.
Now, Harvey, I will remind you of what you just said. Does sound, and I know that you're not part of them, so you wouldn't be part of the armed resistance, but that does sound like a threat.
No, that isn't a threat. That's just saying like what usually happens. Like you go and raid someone's big fucking house, and usually what happens is a bunch of guys on rooftops all blacked out decide to start shooting you, right? It's not, I'm not fucking speaking rocket science. That isn't something that doesn't happen.
Yeah, well, currently they're driving around looking for any lone officer and shooting them anyway. So regardless.
I don't think they are. I think they're all fucking pretty much sat on their block right now and talking.
Oh no, Seamus McCarthy has already shot multiple officers and has 911 after doing so that he is going to ensure that he wipes out the PD before we wipe him out.
I think that's just Seamus, I'll be honest.
That is Seamus, and he is a hound.
Yeah, but are they all doing that, or is that just Seamus?
You know, maybe I'll decide to profile just for one time and paint them all with the same brush.
Okay, have any of the others done that, apart from Flop de Gong, who did blow Opal's head off?
Her head is still firmly on her shoulders, thank you very much.
Okay, good. Attempted to blow her head off.
He did fucking fully attempt to blow her head off. Yeah, that is a very big concern. It does treat this whole situation with seriousness.
Yeah.
I will take into consideration your offer. I do have questions and concerns about the chain of custody of evidence if suddenly you turn up with a bunch of PD equipment.
Who said I'm going to turn up?
Well, that was what you suggested, that you would be able to, like you used the word you, or I, sorry, would be able to get us all of the equipment in a nice pretty bow.
Here's the flip side, right? Or I get a Hounds member to have their entire pockets emptied out, come with you to different places to take it all out. And you walk in with them, and then they go and take that out.
It is a more tempting offer.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I will put that into consideration, and because I will think about it.
Because I can get you name a Hounds member, one who's ideally not incarcerated right now, you know, because that's a bit more logistics. I can get them to go with you or Erin or whoever, and you can just whip to the places they say, hey, go here next, and they'll pull it out. They walk inside of you, go to where exactly it is, and give you it.
I like the offer. If we can get Seamus McCarthy to come surrender himself for the warrants that he will have for shooting officers, and he can inform us of all of the locations of all of the illegal items, I will take that into consideration as a potential offer.
No. We need to like have an agreement here, because if I'm going to bring fucking Seamus down, and I need an agreement.
No. I would ask him first if he is willing to do that before before we can even start thinking about agreeing to that offer.
Okay. So, bear in mind I speak on their behalf right now, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm not going to bring him in on the maybe.
No, what I'm saying is the you
Look, I've been fucked over. I've been fucked over by cops different times,
Let me
Rosner.
speak,
And you want to
Bailey.
paint with
Bailey,
brushes?
let me
Go.
You go speak to Seamus McCarthy. You tell him that he has to hand himself in for a couple of I believe it might be at least one warrant for an attempted murder of a government employee with the gun that was used to shoot the officer. Hand that over peacefully and tell us where all of the equipment is, all of the equipment. And then you tell me if he is willing to do that, and I will consider that offer, and then we will talk about getting that going if we agree to it. I'm not telling you to bring him down to the BCSO. I'm not telling you to set us up. Tell me if he agrees to that. I'll tell you if we agree to it, then we'll move.
Hold on. All right. I'm walking towards the block, ideally not falling through a hole again. 1 second. 1 second.
But you tell him.
Hold on.
Let me speak
Seamus,
to
you
my
got a listening device? Okay. All right. Sophie, just listen to this. Oh yeah, give it to him. Just give it to him.
Milner? Oh, that's not Milner. Okay.
Right. Hold on. Rosner,
Yes.
say exactly what you just said to me then.
I would like Seamus McCarthy
He would like Seamus McCarthy
to hand himself in for the attempted
to hand
murder
himself in for the attempted murder of officers.
of Matt Martin specifically.
Mm-hmm.
With the weapon used.
With the weapon used.
And to inform me.
And to inform him
of whereabouts
of
whereabouts
everything is. Where all of Opal's shares.
If he agrees to that, I will consider the offer.
If you agree to that, he will consider the offer and run it through. Yeah, if you say yes, you're game for that, then he will put it through and see if that can happen. As in, we're not going to hand you in on the, we might do this. He wants you to agree to it before he starts putting this out for feelers. You know what I mean? Is this box level, or like can say it's in this place, and this place, and we'll show you the box of where it is in there. How about
that? No, properties.
Oh, properties. He said properties, famous. Okay, so question, Rosner, right? Are you gonna rip everything out of those properties if he says yes?
I didn't rip everything. I'm not gonna do a Lucas Miller and start fucking sledgehammering goddamn cars.
No. But if he said right, so you gonna look for everything, or if he says, oh, it's in that box there, are you just gonna go in that box there?
No, I would go through the properties. I would want the numbers of the properties, and I would go through the properties.
You just go through all of the You're gonna go through all of the. You're just gonna go through all of the properties then.
The properties with the PD equipment and the phone. Yes, I would go through those properties.
The entire property, not even if they just say if he says it's in this specific box here.
I'm gonna be honest, you guys are sounding awfully fucking guilty right now. What are we gonna find in there, Bailey?
There ain't nothing guilty. Bear in mind, I don't know what you're gonna find. I ain't been inside these properties. I'm just trying to make this situation go away, Rosner, and fucking put a bow on it.
Alright, I mean, yeah, I understand your position.
I don't know if these guys have even got anything. I'm in the blind as much as you. I've never been in their properties.
Okay, all right. Well, I've given you the offer. You get back to me on what they think. Have a little moment to think about it.
The thing is, Ross,
yeah, I think they're gonna get fucked. They're not happy.
I mean, you just can't, right? Like,
No,
I mean, like you said, the chain of custody, we don't know.
Oh, no, I gave them a counter offer. I said if Seamus McCarthy hands himself in for the attempted murder of Matt Martin with the gun that he used in order to attempt to murder Matt Martin, and they tell us the properties in which all of the equipment is, I will consider calling off the raids for the rest of the stuff. they're immediately like, oh, well, what if we told you the specific boxes in which they're held? No, tell me the properties. They're like, but, why would you go through all of it when you could just go through the specific box and we tell you that it is held within and he can hand himself in? And I eventually just went, I've given you my offer. Go spend 5 minutes to think about it and get back to me. And they're like, no. And now they're calling me, and I'm just not listening.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry, but this was a serious crime that you've done, and there are serious consequences.